A long time ago, I made a theory of Luck Voltia and him being possibly the son of Thor from Norse mythology. Now, that video is something, while I do still like it, it's something that I don't really believe is a possibility anymore because we've seen his mom, and his mom is obviously not Thor, and it's very likely that his dad is Papa Rosalie, Charlotte's father as well. And this would mean that unless if Charlotte's dad was also Thor, that Luck is not the son of Thor. The thing is, though, there still was a decent amount of information that showed that that was a possibility. Was it likely? No, but it was a possibility. But since then, I found even more evidence that connects Luck Voltia to that of the Norse thunder god, Thor, Odin's son. So, what I'm thinking here is that Luck might not be the son, or he is definitely not the son of Thor in Black Clover. There's no Thor in Norse mythology, and then he had a son, and that was Luck. What I do think it's possible, though, is that Luck is actually the grandson of Thor, and that Luck's mother is the daughter of Thor. So Thor gets with a human, produces Luck's mother, and then she gets with Papa Rosalie, and that produces Luck Voltia. That is what I'm going to go through in this theory, because I do think that it is possible. There's multiple pieces of evidence that Luck is actually a hybrid as well. We have approached the point in time where magic and science are one and the same. If you want to become the king, but have a dark past, you might want to get in touch with NordVPN and consider their services. VPNs are simply the way of the future. At some point, they'll be like cell phones. Everybody will have one. Except you won't have to argue about it, as you just pick how long you want to have the service. A VPN is for anybody. Doesn't matter what your job is, what your title is. NordVPN is the magic for you. NordVPN can be used to secure your own user data from the Thieves Guild that attempt to steal and sell it to others without even knowing about it. They can even use this information to steal your identity or worse, blackmail you. NordVPN is the barrier protection spell that sends those heretics back to whence they came. NordVPN can be used on multiple devices to protect you on your computer, laptop, phones, or more, but NordVPN is not just about keeping your private information private. It is also about the magical phrase of freedom. With NordVPN, you can view entertainment from other kingdoms and explore new forbidden lands safely. That kingdom over there, that probably has some shows that are exclusive to the only certain people that live there, you can go watch it with NordVPN. Click the link down below and use code BROKU, and you can activate your invisibility spell so you can view geographically locked content. So right now you can get NordVPN for 2 years plus 1 month on a huge discount. Just use my code that is linked down below and follow that link. Let's just get into it now. If you guys don't know Thor, he's the Norse thunder god. He's the god of lightning, and Luck uses lightning magic. And the fact that Luck has blonde hair and blue eyes, and Thor, his most popular iterations of him, have blonde hair and blue eyes. So that is a huge connection right there. Lightning magic, god of lightning, blonde hair, blue eyes, blonde hair, blue eyes. They're in a fantasy setting. Gods exist in Black Clover. Okay, we know the gods exist. Does this mean that Luck is possibly the grandson of Thor? Well, if you just went based off of that evidence, there is not nearly enough to try and even make that into a theory. But there's more. For example, they call Luck the cheery berserker. Now, if you don't know, the term berserk, which is also berserker, that is a Norse term. Because what the Norse would do is they'd go crazy in battle, they'd put a bear skin on them, and they'd go berserk. That is, the term berserk is a Norse word. It's from the Old Norse language. So that would be a funny thing to put into Luck. Also, it's a double entendre because not only is Luck a cheery berserker, and the berserker name is Norse, but Thor in the mythology is also a berserker type warrior, always rushing to battle, going crazy, very powerful, destroying everything. So that's another huge connection there. And it just keeps building up, and I'll get to my huge 2 final pieces of evidence after. So after that, you have the fact that Luck creates gauntlets for himself called Thunder God's Gloves. And that's important because one of the most famous things about Thor is that he has to wield gauntlets to wield Mjolnir, his hammer. His gauntlets are called Yarn Gripper, and the fact that Luck can create these gauntlets is another show of evidence that he might be related to Thor. Like I said, it just keeps building up and building up from here. Because this is, I think, one of the most important pieces of evidence, and this is something that I missed when I first made this theory a long time ago. And that is that when the elf took over Luck's body and had way more magic, that elf, Lefuru, used multiple elements when he summoned an actual storm cloud. Remember that Luck has lightning magic, not cloud magic or storm cloud magic or storm magic or thunder magic. He has lightning magic. Yet, Lufuru summoned a thunder storm cloud when he had the lightning strike him to break him from Magna's bindings. How would Lufuru be able to do that if he didn't have different magic types? And based on this theory, that would make Luck a hybrid, part god, part human, and that would then thus make it possible for him to have two magic types. But like Charmy, he has a human state and a hybrid state, where he has one element in one and then one element in the other, or can use both, one is in the other form. And basically the only way you can use the higher level, the other magic type, like with Charmy, is you had to have a much higher mana, because Charmy had higher dwarven mana when she activated that state. Luck, as Lufuru, had way more mana, and thus that could have allowed him to use the Storm Cloud, the second element. Now, another huge piece of his evidence is that Thor has a daughter in the mythology named Thrud. She has blonde hair and blue eyes like him, and she symbolizes berries. Like I mentioned in the last video about Luck, the last Black Clover video, that Luck has berries on his grimoire. Now, of course, it just could tie to the Rosalie part, but then again, it could be a double entendre, where it's symbolizing two things. It's symbolizing his connection to being family of the Rosalie, but also to being family of Thrud, the daughter of Thor, who symbolizes berries. Berries are her symbol. He has that in his grimoire. He has all these other Norse connections. And we have to remember that his mother was like pretty weird and acted weird, and it's just really weird, right? Like, and then she like somehow dies, but we like never see how. We don't see her grave or anything. But then we see like maybe her spirit when Luck was about to die with Lufuru. But was that just an actual happening of her spirit, or was that just Luck's own spirit and him just visualizing his mother with him? Maybe if she was a god, she had to go off and do some other things because she is a god or a goddess at that point. But she did say that Luck was not normal. She said Luck was not normal. She said that over and over again. That was kind of a huge point in that portion of the series, that Luck was not normal. And him being a grandson of Thor would definitely make him not normal. And this is how I could see him being a huge player in this arc if Luck is actually the son or grandson of Thor. Thor is known to be a Jotun slayer. Devils would be a mythic parallel to Jotun. So if Luck could turn into a hybrid state where he uses more divine powers, maybe even wields a hammer like Mjolnir, or creates a spell called Thunder God's Hammer. We've already seen different entities who worship the sea god use a sea god's hammer. Does that mean that Luck could use the same thing, but it's a Thunder God's hammer, and he uses that to kill devils? Because while his ultimate magic is strong, he has only faced mid-ranking devils. High rankers or supreme levels, that's going to be tough if you can actually go against them. But when you look at it like all this and pair it, lightning magic, Thunder God. They both have blonde hair, blue eyes. They're both Tree Berserkers, and Berserk is a Norse name. Thunder God gauntlets. Thor uses gauntlets to wield Mjolnir. Lufuru uses multiple elements when he summoned a storm cloud. This theory would make Luck a hybrid, which means he could have two magic types. That adds up. Thor, in the myths, has a daughter named Thrud. She symbolizes berries. Luck has berries on his grimoire. Luck's mom even says that he is not a normal child. I would love to see this happen for Luck. I know I made this theory a long time ago, and yeah, it's a little crazy, but I would love to see Luck just balloon up with muscles, summon thunderclouds from the sky, and then wield Mjolnir against the Supreme Devils. Luck might need to do something big. I mean, depending on how many devils come out before Asta's Devil Union replenishes, there could be multiple gates that open, so maybe Luck will activate this form and take on a Supreme Devil. Maybe he'll activate his hybrid state. Overall, though, is this theory likely? Honestly, I don't think so. I'm just doing this for fun. I like trying to look at things differently and trying to bring out new ideas. Gods exist, but that doesn't mean that he will be the grandson of Thor. I still think it's probably not the case, and he is just only powerful. Well, not only, but partially powerful because he is the son of a noble. But I want to know your guys' thoughts of this theory down below. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you did enjoy. Also, guys, don't forget to check out my light novel series called 9 Fates that is linked down below. It's a fantasy series or release chapters weekly. There's 3 chapters in the main series out, and then a one-shot short story that's also been released, so please check those out. Linked in the description down below. Hope you guys all have an amazing day. Plus...